I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Play ball!
It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
Good evening and welcome out to P.O. Faulkner Park as we get ready for the Regional Championship Series Game 3 between the Martinsburg Bulldogs and the Jefferson Cougars. Jefferson taking Game 2 yesterday, 7-0 at Sager Field. Game 1, a 1-0 win for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. As we head to Game 3 between these two teams, these great rivals, two of the best programs in the EPAC. And tonight, the winner will head to the state tournament to compete for the state championship. I'm Nick Verzolini, alongside me Trip Tobin. Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Trip, it doesn't get much better than this. Game 3, everything on the line.
It doesn't get much better. You said two of the best teams in the EPAC. These are two of the best teams in the state. And, I think it's been that way since I was a kid. A lot of people are listening. Friends of mine text me. We talk about how great this rivalry is. And once you get out of this, these two counties, the chance that you have at state, the chances that you have are great. You have a good chance. You go down to state with a Riley Morgan, a Cohen Rutherford, a Jet Gross, or if you go down to state with, Elaine DeLauder, Carson Buber, Alter, Oviedo, you're going to be competitive. So we're going to send a great team to represent the EPAC here tonight to a state tournament. They're going to know that, that there's big talent in this area. And I just can't wait. It's just the way it should be, winner take all game. We're going to crown a winner tonight. Very exciting. The crowd excited. Everybody's kind of talking it up out there, and nothing toxic about it. It's just a great rivalry. You see the parents from each team talking to each other. They know each other really well. They've grown up, in travel and summer and Legion, and they've all played, and that's why, these guys are as good as they're are because they've played so much of baseball, and some together and some at different areas. But just going to be a great game, and we're going to crown a winner tonight, and we're going to send a very good team to state.
It's Game 3, so it really tests that depth, especially in the pitching. And when you look at it for both teams, their number 3 guys, you look at their numbers, they could be number 1 guys on a lot of teams. With Christian Alter going tonight for Martinsburg and Jet Gross pitching for Jefferson. Jefferson has yet to see Alter this season. Martinsburg did see Gross in their second meeting of the year, which was a 4-1 win for the Bulldogs, but he had given up just one of those runs through 4 innings. So it was a good start for Gross, and both teams have a lot of confidence in both of these guys, even though they're number 3s.
Yeah, I mean, they call him the number 3. You hear Coach John Lowry in his interview say he's been our number 3 guy all year long. But you're a left-handed pitcher. They do a great job of Jack Gross going to do a great job being a left-hander, slowing down Martinsburg's running game, taking care of some of the bunt that they do. And, on the other side of it, Christian Alter would have more wins and innings, but early in the season, Martinsburg had pitching depth, so they were, throwing Lane 3 or 4 innings and then closing with Christian. And Christian had a lot of maybe a couple wins that keep coming off the bench, when him and Lane were throwing, in the same game. But, he's shown that when he starts that he can go deep, and great defense behind him. Martinsburg's playing on their home field, and they feel really confident that they can, play behind him here. Both these 2 guys are going to be big strikeout guys like Morgan and Boober and DeLauder and Rutherford. We're going to see some defense tonight. We're going to see some runs scored, I believe, and it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of mistakes in the field. And, if Jefferson can keep their bats alive, they're going to be extremely dangerous, and putting Martinsburg in a hole, really, that's going to put a lot of pressure on them, and vice versa. You can come in here and say that Jefferson's the underdog and Martinsburg should win or whatever, but once you get to this level, I mean, the pressure and the stress is on both teams, and they can say it how they want, but both teams want this bad. There's a lot on the line, and, it's just very stressful for young men. But these guys are up to the task. They both seem pretty I talked to both teams before the game, and they both seemed like they were ready to go and felt like they were playing pretty loose. So I think we're going to see a great ball game. Yeah,
I would tend to agree with you, Tripp. I mean, especially if Jefferson's playing, they're never an underdog. No. I mean, with the history of that program and what we've seen from them and really the progress they've made. And you get to this deciding game, it can go either way. So it should be a great game. Looking forward to it. We'll take our first break here on the Skinner Law Firm pregame show, brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches as Tripp sat down with Coach Byler as well as Coach Lowry. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Back here to P.O. Faulkner Park, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches here on the pregame show. Our coaches' interviews are brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first, Parsons.
Here with Martinsburg head coach Aaron Bowler. Aaron, 32-3 on the season, but it all comes down to tonight. What do you tell your team?
You know, I told them that if I would have told any one of them at the beginning of the year that we would have a chance to be one game away from going to Charleston, every single one of them would have taken it. Told them, you know, yesterday is over. We're moving on to tonight, and they got one game in front of them to get to Charleston and meet that goal.
So you get a 1-0 win from Carson. 1-0 win the first night. Carson Buber goes the distance last night. Take it on the chin from Jefferson. You want to talk to us about that game a little bit?
Well, I mean, you said take it on the chin. They scored 5 runs there in the sixth, but you know, I thought Lane pitched well enough. We obviously didn't give him any run support and didn't get any hits till the sixth or the top of the seventh there. So I think you got to give credit to Riley Morgan. I thought he pitched really, really well for them, and you know, we're just hoping that the bats come alive tonight like they have all year.
Christian Alter on the mound. Christian's a guy who's been was a staple in your staff all season long. What do you want to say about him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think at one point in time, you know, probably about 20 games in, you're talking about Christian Alter for Player of the Year with his pitching numbers and his batting average and his RBIs, and you know, he's a guy that hasn't pitched a whole lot of late because we've been able to have Carson and Lane, but you know, he's a guy that we have all the confidence in the world in. He's going to throw strikes, and they're going to, you know, he pitches to contact a lot, so we have to make sure we field the baseball, and hopefully if we do that, we'll be successful. So yesterday, right after the game, quick turnaround, your seniors graduated, and here they are standing today to maybe make another milestone. What do you think about your leadership in the dugout after they graduated yesterday? You know, I think graduation, maybe in the graduation, the 12 o'clock start, maybe played a little bit of a factor yesterday, and I, you know, was wondering how they would come in here today. I hope they didn't come in here nervous, and I talked to them, and they hit, and then they actually called a team meeting, and it was senior-led, and talked about not wanting this thing to end and making sure everybody does your job, and you know, that kind of made me proud as a coach because that's what we've kind of been preaching all year. And they talked about going 1-0 today and not looking for tomorrow and being in the moment. And you know, I kind of told them you'll remember this for the rest of your lives. So all I ask and all I've asked for them all year long is just to play hard and be good teammates.
All right, well, good luck tonight. Anything else you want to add?
Thanks, Trip.
Here with the head coach of the Jefferson Cougars, John Lowry Sr. John, yesterday you guys got a big win, extended this regional tournament to a one game winner take all. What's your thoughts on today's game?
Well, you know, if you look around the state, there are a lot of games being played tonight, winner take all. I think Morgantown and Bridgeport are in the third game. Cabell, Midland, and Ripley. If you go down to the AA level, Fairmont Senior and Frankfort, and then you go to the single A, Williamstown and Wheeling Central. So, you know, that makes for interest, and it shows that I think that the Activities Commission and their vision of making it a series of games as opposed to just one game elimination, you know, is playing out and creating interest in high school baseball in our state.
You got a big game yesterday from Riley Morgan, and the bats finally come alive. Can you take us through that and the approach yesterday that got some runs on the boards for you?
Well, the approach is the same. You know, some days the hits fall in, some days they don't. Obviously, Riley threw well. He's thrown well for us all year. You know, he had that elbow surgery in November, and he was able to you know, come back from that and rehab and do the things he needed to do. And at midseason, he was able to start to take his regular turn on the mound. And you know, he's effective. He's a quality left-handed high school pitcher.
You got Jet Gross on the mound tonight, sophomore in a big moment. You want to tell us a few things about him and how he earned this start?
Jet's our number 3 guy, and he's pitched some good games for us this year. He pitched a game up here. It was earlier in the year. I think it was 1-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. He's left-handed with a good breaking ball. He holds runners. He's going to get better each year. He's got a good future.
So tonight's a winner take all. How do you keep your kids focused and, like you like to say, stay in the moment?
Well, I like obviously staying in the moment's the key. Hopefully, being focused. That's a mental thing, and if they as individual players can't be focused for a game like this, I think they're going to be focused. I think Martinsburg's going to be focused. Everybody knows what's at stake, and I think we're going to see a good game here tonight.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Want to add anything to it?
No, that's fine.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you to both teams' head coaches, as we heard from Aaron Byler as well as John Lowry Sr. We're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll continue here on the Skinner Law Firm pregame show. This is West Virginia High School playoff baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
Our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. We'll give you the weather as there are some thunderstorm warnings in the area, but that probably won't happen until after the game, as that's expected to be later on tonight. But 78 degrees and sunny here right before first pitch. Our weather is brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. We'll give you the starting lineups a little bit later here on the pregame shows. We're still waiting the national anthem, but Tripp, any final thoughts here on this matchup real quick before we take another break?
Nah, I just can't wait to get this thing going, and, I just can't tell you, earlier in the season, you had Coach John Lowry Sr. on the show say, I think across the EPAC, we're all pretty good, but Martinsburg's outstanding. We want to get to outstanding, and I think you got to tip your hat to John Emmett. I think that they have reached a level of ability to play with the outstanding team that he called Martinsburg. I think we're looking at two outstanding teams, and Martinsburg has played really well all year long, and Jefferson figured out the pieces of the puzzle and became outstanding as the year went on. So two outstanding teams are going to get after it here, and we're going to crown us a winner, like I said.
All right, let's go ahead and just take a 1-minute break. On the other side of this break, we'll give it the starting lineups. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Our starting lineups are brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust for your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. We'll start with the visitors, the Jefferson Cougars. Leading off will be Nyan Dominguez, the shortstop. Batting second, Liam Sager, the designated hitter. Batting third, the first baseman, number 31, Surf Guerra. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Alex Danner. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Riley Morgan. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Cole Lewis. Batting seventh, the pitcher, Jet Gross. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Ty Vickers. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Sam Hefner. For Martinsburg, starting in center field and leading off is Isaac Grove. Batting second, the shortstop, Carson Buber. Batting third, the third baseman, Brayton Oviedo. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Christian Alter. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ben Reisenweber. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Owen Rubenthal, who's hitting for Logan Wilt in left field. Batting seventh, the catcher, Braden Edwards. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Jameer Brown. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Keegan Everhart. On the Jefferson side, Sager is hitting in the DH spot for the catcher, Cole Smith. So those are your starting lineups. We'll give you the starting battery, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Like we said, Martinsburg, it's going to be Christian Alter on the mound and Braden Edwards doing the catching. And for Jefferson, it's Jet Gross doing the pitching with Cole Smith doing the catching. And first pitch as we get ready for that here, brought to you by the Murius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. It's Alter on the mound here for Game 3, the deciding game of this Region 2 Championship Series. And Dominguez will lead things off for Jefferson.
Dominguez, Jefferson starting freshman.
Alter's first pitch, a called strike one on Dominguez. Like you said, Tripp, a little bit different style than what we've seen in these last few games on the mound here tonight. Not necessarily strikeout guys, but guys that throw a lot of strikes and will let their defense do the work as the second pitch is in there for strike two.
Yeah, Alter, he pounds the strike zones. Got fastball, changeup, curve, and he'll mix it up a little bit. He'll try to miss Jefferson's barrels here, let his defense do the work.
The 0-2 is a breaking ball just fouled away by Dominguez, and he'll stay 0-2.
You look at this lineup with Jefferson, like I said, Dominguez leading off, freshman. Got Liam Sager, DH, freshman. Batting third, Surf Guerra, freshman. And then the number 4 spot is a sophomore with Danner.
This one fouled away down the right field line. So,
seen that speed of Dominguez yesterday when he looped that ball down to the right field line. Alter dove for it. Dominguez ended up at third for a triple in that decisive 6th inning.
The 0-2 again fouled down that right field line as Dominguez battling off some pitches here in the early going.
Yeah, doing a real nice job here. Alter's yet to throw a ball.
Yeah. like we said, they're going to throw a lot of strikes. So the 0-2 from Christian Alter is inside and high for the first ball of the game. Jefferson is making a slight change to the lineup. Sager in that 2-hole spot opposed to Healy, who got the start yesterday in the DH role. But other than that, it's the same lineup that they went with in game 2. And here's the 1-2, and it misses inside for ball 2. Close pitch there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And you have Gross in the 7-hole hitting for himself, which is a little bit unusual in Jefferson baseball as well. So Gross is going to hit and pitch here tonight.
This one hit on the ground towards short, and Buber makes the play in time for the first out.
So we see, who said we're going to see Christian Alter pound the strike zone. He did that. He didn't throw the same pitch twice, it didn't look like. Almost got a backdoor or a curveball in there. It came in at the knees and broke in, and he kept fighting, and eventually got Dominguez to roll over to short.
Gross there hitting in that 7 spot yesterday. That was Roberts, I believe, in that 7-hole.
Yeah, they've used a plethora of lineups throughout the year. Jefferson's a team that you can't predetermine, their lineup by any means.
This one, a called strike 1, and Martinsburg's pretty much settled in on this lineup in some fashion. They'll change up who's playing in what position depending on who's pitching, but these have been the, 9-10 guys in the lineup for the most part, as that one apparently ran in and hit Sager, so he's on base with a hit by pitch.
Yeah, curveball that just didn't break enough. Sager stood his ground and let it clip his T-shirt there, and we're going to get the first offensive timeout of the day from Coach John Lowry. You get 1 an inning, so he makes sure he uses them. And he's going to tell Surf about his approach here, and he's going to give him some information. One thing about Martinsburg, they're on TV 10 a lot, so anytime you want to dial up some of some info on Christian Alter, you can get it. So they probably just look at some film, checking out his tendencies here.
This one's fouled down the line. Yeah, unlike maybe basketball or football, I don't know if there's a whole lot of, there's probably not any film exchange in high school baseball. It's just kind of go with it because you don't really have time to prepare anyway until you get to this part of the year. And even this part of the year, you don't get days off. You just know your opponent a few days before. This one's hit hard into right field and right to the right fielder, Everhart. Throw back to first will not be in time. So Guerra sends it the opposite way, but Everhart there to make the play in right and force Sager to retreat back to first. There's now 2 down in the inning for Alex Danner.
And we've seen Guerra put the bat on the ball and barrel some balls up this whole series. So young man is well deserving of that start there on first in that 3-hole.
Here's the pitch from Christian Alter. It's low for a ball. Good block from Edwards. And a retreat back to first base for Sager. One-0 pitch. Got under it. It looked like Danner did, but charging in is Everhart from right. Reisenweber's going to come over, though, in shallow right field. The second baseman makes the play for the final out of the inning. So Jefferson gets a runner on with the hit by pitch, but other than that, no damage done against the Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom of the first. No score between Martinsburg and Jefferson here in the Region 2 championship game 3. We'll take a 1-minute break.
Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Martinsburg coming to the plate. No score between Jefferson and Martinsburg as we head to this bottom of the first inning, which is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store. Not just a appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way. And Martinsburg are online at Orsinis.com. Grove, Buber, Oviedo due up for the Bulldogs against Jet Gross, getting his second start against Martinsburg this season, Trip.
Yeah, I mean, historically throughout the season, Jet has either really short started or he went deep in the game. Coach John Lowry's taken him out when he struggled early, quickly. So tonight, not to see how he fares early in the game. And I think it's going to be the key for him to get through the first inning or two. And after that, he seems to settle in pretty well. But big moment for the sophomore. He's probably got a little bit of nerve, but started the game off with a strike and not only one, but two strikes, as we got a 0-2 count already on the batter. And Isaac Grove hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder yet. Watch 2 strikes on the outer half.
0-2 count. And Gross delivers the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Grove goes down swinging. Now bring Carson Buber to the plate. Hey, you look at it, obviously Riley Morgan's injury impacts these numbers, but Gross was second on the team in innings with 39 1/3. In his 9 starts. This is his 14th appearance, 10th start of the year. He's 2-3 with a 3.203 earned run average as Carson Buber will come to the plate, and Buber gets under this one a little bit toward right field. A difficult play there is hit into a weird area of the field, but Riley Morgan runs over and makes the catch for the second out. So quickly 2 down here to begin the ball game for Martinsburg, and Brayton Oviedo comes to the plate and Tripp. It seems like the Martinsburg offense, obviously it's early in this game, but they've had some struggles in this series. We'll see what they're able to do here today, but so far, quick approaches at the plate. So
yeah, they know Gross is going to try to throw a first pitch strike here, and so they're going to be kind of jump on it. Isaac Grove, certainly as the leadoff guy, is probably going to take a pitch. So, but after that, I think you're going to see Martinsburg attack early here, and then, they're not in any kind of catch-up mode or anything yet, so they're just going to try to jump on strikes, hunt fastballs, is what good high school teams do. And it's going to be the approach until Jet Gross shows them something different.
So Oviedo will come to the plate. 2 outs here in the inning, and the pitch from Gross, breaking ball, called strike.
Gross has yet to throw a ball.
Yeah.
3 strikes to Isaac Grove, 1 strike to Buber, now 1 strike to Oviedo.
So far our scouting report's right. They're going to throw a lot of strikes as this one just misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, just missed. He hit a spot right there. Cole Smith put the glove out there, and he hit it.
So Oviedo sits in here on a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gross fires and low and outside for ball 2. So Oviedo has a hitter's count here at 2 balls and a strike.
Jefferson wearing the same uniform they had on yesterday, so they didn't want to break that luck, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, if it works, you might as well throw it out there. Martinsburg changing things up. They're going with the black uniforms here today. Black jerseys, black pants. The numbers outlined in orange, as well as the letters dogs across the chest outlined in orange. For Jefferson, it's those gold uniforms with the burgundy maroon lettering across the chest and the white pants. Next pitch here from Gross is fouled away.
The Jefferson families had to either go home and wash those uniforms or just say, you know what, leave it like it is, and we're going to play yesterday's dirt. Maybe they kept the same undergarments as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't ask. 2-2 pitch is high for ball 3.
You can't break your luck, right? If you're going to wear the same uniform, everything's got to be the same.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Do you do that during Legion season?
No.
No, you're not.
I don't believe in that stuff.
Fair enough. The 3-2 pitch to Oviedo is high for ball 4, so both teams will have a base runner here in this first inning at least, as Oviedo draws the walk and Christian Alter will come to the plate.
Yeah, great at bat by Ovi there. They tried to work him outside, so, maybe the report on him was to get out there. You could see him set up early outside, got a strike, then nibbled out there, then nibbled again, got himself behind a little bit. A couple foul balls, he ended up working a walk there, so see what Martinsburg can do. They've been great at two-out hitting, two-out RBIs all year long, so. And Christian Alter has been the guy who's been one of the RBI guys.
Throw over to first, not in time. Yeah, Alter, we talked about it before with some of the big hits he's had, arguably the most clutch hitter on the team this season with the walk-off against Hedgesville, and it just seems like when they need one, he comes through and had a great season here for Martinsburg.
He's MLB's version of Mr. May.
Yeah.
Instead of Mr. October, right?
Sure.
He's Mr. May.
I like that. Pitch here to Alter. Lined and foul down the right field line, 0-2 count, and definitely would be a guy that you would say is in the running for the EPAC Player of the Year in Christian Alter.
Yeah, he's got the numbers to prove it.
Same with Oviedo down there first.
Yeah, all three of those guys in Boober, they've just been phenomenal this year.
Throw over. Not in time.
Gross left-handed, keeping the runner close. Oviedo's not getting a great lead over there. Just wanted to make sure he's not going to try to jump on first move with 2 strikes.
0-2 count. Again, Gross checks him, and again, Oviedo slides back in safely.
Gross hasn't really showed it a move yet. He just kind of comes up, sets the foot back down on, turns the shoulders towards first. So it's kind of a B move. Let him know I'm watching you.
Alter pops it up. Could be playable. Guerra trying to chase it down, but it's going to head well out of play over the Jefferson dugout.
We can see the front parking lot full, the back parking lot full. The cars parked up and down the street. So, full house here tonight. As a regional baseball, as someone's going to claim that Region 2 championship tonight.
Yep.
They'll get on a bus next Thursday for Charleston and try to bring a state championship back to the Panhandle.
Here's the pitch to Alter, high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Christian Alter, 2 down. Gross checks the runner in Oviedo, now delivers the 1-2, and again it's fouled away by Christian Alter. So big long at bat here in the first inning. We saw from Jefferson, Dominguez had the long at bat from the leadoff spot. Here Alter doing it from the 4-hole. Seen a lot of pitches. Oviedo takes his lead off of first base. Gross delivers again, 1-2, and it's low and inside for ball 2. Nice pitch there from Gross.
Yeah, good pitch. 50-50 pitch there.
Get the movement across the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Gross on 2-2, misses high and outside for ball 3. So a full count here on Christian Alter. 2 down here in the inning, a runner on first and Braden Oviedo, and Martinsburg looking to strike first here in the bottom half of the inning.
After 4 pitches, got 2 outs and 4 pitches, he's went deep to the next 2 batters.
3-2, foul down the right field line.
3-2 is going to get Oviedo moving, which he did, so it's going to get anything in the gap. He could score. Definitely singles, going to move him to third and set up a first and third. So 3-2, 2 outs, a good time to attack offensively. It's going to force guys to, move on defense to defend.
Well, this kind of duo, I guess you could call it, between Oviedo and Alter scored the only run Martinsburg scored so far in this series. In the 1-0 victory against Jefferson in Game 1. It came after the Oviedo double. Alter came through with a single, and here with the throw over again, and Oviedo most likely going on the pitch on a 3-2 count. Could see something similar here. As a well-hit single would probably score him, but at least a double definitely would. As Alter's going to line this one into right center field. That should get down for extra bases. Oviedo is going to score easily from first as he rounds third, and Alter's looking for 3, and Christian Alter's in there with a triple and an RBI, and Martinsburg takes the early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, he fought and fought and fought. He kept working, kept fouling that outside pitch off. Finally, Gross got to 3-2 where he had to give in and come across the plate, and 2 quick outfielders out there in Hefner and Morgan, and they almost found it out there as it hit down there near that Martinsburg Alumni Association, got against the wall with Oviedo moving on the pitch, scored easily, and then the throw into the cutoff man sailed a little bit, but Alter was going for third anyway, so stand-up, could have been a stand-up triple. R.J. Brown now in to run for Alter, and Ben Reisenweber comes to the plate with a chance for an RBI here if he can find some green.
So Martinsburg takes the early 1-0 lead. Gross trying to bounce back now, fires inside and misses for ball 1. Maybe ever hits that Trips Flooring sign out there.
I didn't. It was really closer to that, but I didn't want to say it because I knew people would think something. But it did hit near that Trips Floor standing sign.
Okay. This one's swing and a miss for strike 1.
Did I say it hit near the Trips Floor standing sign?
Did it?
Yeah, close to it out there. Martinsburg with a chance here to really put some pressure on Jefferson with the 2-run lead. If they can get something here out of Reisenweber.
Foul tipped for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gross and Cole Smith here have to be on the same page with R.J. Brown on third. Anything that squibs away with 2 outs, you're probably going to take a chance here. So, no hold over there by Alex Danner is going to give R.J. a chance to get down the line. Gross still in the stretch.
The 1-2 popped up by Reisenweber and hit out of play. So another pretty long at bat from a Martinsburg batter here in this first inning as Gross got through those first 2 batters very quickly, but the walk to Oviedo on a great at bat, and then the RBI triple from Christian Alter.
Said 19 pitches so far, still hadn't got that third out.
And here's the pitch again, swing and a miss. Reisenweber goes down swinging. So Jack Gross with 2 first-inning strikeouts as well, but Martinsburg grabs the 1-0 lead on the RBI triple from Christian Alter. We head to the top of the second with the Cougars coming back to the plate. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm going to watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory. I'm going to watch you smoke the whole pack.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Top of the second inning is brought to you by the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg, a nice place to do business. So we head to this top of the second. 1-0 Bulldogs in this Region 2 championship game. Series tied at 1. Winner heads to Charleston for the state tournament, and it's an early 1-0 Martinsburg lead. We're going to see Jefferson coming back to the plate with Riley Morgan to lead things off.
Riley Morgan up. He's going to see Oviedo play even with the base there, just in case. And the rest of everyone else is playing even up. Middle's back. First base back, so not really expecting a bunt there, but.
Next pitch here to Morgan, misses inside for ball 2. Riley does have, though, the speed to bunt for a hit. I believe he had an infield single yesterday, so. Not on a bunt, but still. 2-0 count here to Morgan. In there for strike 1.
Got a listener, Rachel Steen, texted me asking me why TV says 1-0 Jefferson on the TV screen. Guess that's Collins.
No, that's not Collins. Here's the throw over to first, and in time for the out.
Our listeners have attention to detail, so, I appreciate that.
So Riley Morgan will ground out. And that'll bring Cole Lewis to the plate. With one gone here in the inning, Lewis playing left field again here today. Batting in this 6th spot. And a breaking ball from Alter. Nice pitch for strike one.
Yeah, Alter showing a little different there approach there with the curveball first pitch that are just continuing to be predictable with the fastball. Pitch one.
The 0-1 count. Lewis sends this the opposite way into right field. Diving and making the catch out there and right is Keegan Everhart. So
Great.
2 down in the inning.
It's a second line out to the right field that Jefferson's had. Nothing's falling for him at the moment. They're going to have to keep on swinging that bat and hoping the ball gets down, as they have lined out to right field twice, once by Gare and now once by Cole Lewis. So they are having good at-bats here against Christian Alter. Just don't have anything to show for it. Martinsburg, similar yesterday, had a couple of balls that we thought might get down. The wind held up. So, that's how this game is. Sometimes you can get a blooper for a double, and other times you can hit it on the nose and right at someone. But the law of averages generally work out. Unfortunately, not always do they work out in the game that you're in. It usually takes a few games or a season.
1-0 fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Jet Gross. And Everhart another great play in the outfield in what's been kind of an interesting year for Keegan, as he's played a lot of different positions for the Bulldogs. And with Reisenweber hitting as well as he has to be in the lineup. So then you kind of have both those guys that can play second, and depending on who's pitching, you move them around a little bit.
If Alter's Mr. May for this team, then Keegan's Mr. Utility.
Yeah.
I mean, he's filled the spot depending on who's pitching, and hasn't ever griped at one time ever. Just went out and give it all he's got.
2-1, called strike 2 there on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Jet Gross, the pitcher. Couple of lineouts to right for Jefferson here early on. A swing and a miss for Gross for the strikeout to end the inning. The first strikeout of the evening for Christian Alter. So 1-2-3 go the Cougars, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Martinsburg here in the Region 2 championship game. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 1 minute.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 1-0 Martinsburg over Jefferson as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Bulldogs coming back to the plate. It's Owen Rupenthal to lead things off against Jet Gross, a lefty versus lefty matchup. And Gross starts with a ball just missing outside to the designated hitter, Owen Rupenthal. Gross delivers on 1-0, and Rubenthal sends it back in the middle. Good play by Gross, the pitcher, and he'll throw to first in time for the out.
Yeah, got right under his glove. That thing had a shot of possibly getting up the middle, as it went right to the, Gross is left-handed. It went right to his left side, or excuse me, his right side, right on his glove side, so he was able to reach down there on the turf on the ground part there and pick it up and make the throw.
So I'll bring Braden Edwards to the plate. The catcher just missed a home run yesterday that would have tied the game.
He told me it was a home run.
Okay.
I talked to him, so unfortunately he's wearing black and not blue.
It's true for him. But, yeah, it was a close one.
It did have a lot of curl to it as it rolled across there. Jefferson's foul pole down there is short, but it certainly was well foul when it hit that tree.
1-0 count. Misses outside for ball 2, but if that ball goes fair, completely possibly changes the outcome yesterday, because that would have tied the game at 2. Martinsburg's feeling a little bit better about themselves, and
Just didn't happen.
It didn't happen for him. One of those plays that changes possibly an outcome there as Edwards will pop straight up. Going to be a difficult play, and Gross comes off the mound to make the catch. In foul territory, so Edwards goes down with the pop out. And again, quickly through the first two batters goes Jet Gross. But we'll see what the third batter this inning, Jameer Brown, can do.
Gross, outfielder by trade when he's not pitching. That ball was hit straight up the chimney chute. And when I say up the chimney chute, I mean about 6 stories up the chimney chute, and it come back down. And Gross actually caught it right on the palm, if you could probably see it in one of the cameras. But he didn't catch it in the web, so Cole Smith give way to the outfielder.
Yeah. Tough catch there for Gross, but he makes the play, and a big swing and miss here from Jameer Brown to lead things off. Or with 2 down, I should say.
To lead off his at-bat.
Yeah, there we go. The 0-1 to Brown, a little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jameer, the first baseman.
Cole Smith, the junior, coming in. He was kind of splitting time with A.J. Spears earlier this year. Spears got hurt a little bit now. Smith, there's a strike taken, and Smith did a great job receiving that one as well. Smith has come in and done a great job defensively, being DH for tonight here, but certainly has handled this pitching staff of Jefferson that can really dial it up.
1-2 pitch here, misses outside for ball 2.
We talk a lot about Braden Edwards on Martinsburg side handling, Boober give him some accolades, but it's when you catch 9 and almost 10 innings of no-hit baseball, you're doing a pretty good job back there. Your pitchers are trusting you.
2-2, fouled away. Yeah, we've seen great pitching on both sides, so the catchers deserve some credit as well. Especially if they can earn you a few strikes here and there.
I'm partial to the catchers. They work their butts off.
Yeah, it's a tough position.
And they're just told to get out there and catch. And pitchers, they get all the warm-ups. And you don't have to warm up. You don't have to be an IO. You don't have to take batting practice. They're coddled. Starting pitchers.
Catcher, you got to wear all that gear on a hot day like today.
Gear. You're supposed to block all the stuff they throw in the dirt and make them look
good.
Get
beat up back there.
Yeah.
It's a tough position.
Got to smell Jeff King.
2-2 pitch is popped up right field. Riley Morgan rolls over and makes the play for the final out. So 1-2-3 second inning for Martinsburg. And we head to the third. 1-0 Bulldogs. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Top of the third, brought to you by the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Jefferson coming to the plate, down 1-0 here in the ball game. It's Vickers, Hefner, Dominguez due up, 8-9 one-hitters for the Cougars, coming off of a 3-up, 3-down inning for both teams. Last inning for Jefferson, I should say, at the plate. Morgan grounds out, Lewis flies out, and Gross strikes out. And Vickers is going to start this half inning with a pop fly out towards center field, and Grove will make the play for the out. So 1 pitch, 1 away to begin the third.
Yep. So Jefferson's approach is to hunt those fastballs, which they are. Ultra's fastball does move a bit. He likes to throw in. Jefferson has been pitching Martinsburg guys away. Looks like Ultra likes to throw in there and try to get that inner half strike zone.
This one fouled away by Sam Hefner, the center fielder, batting in the 9 hole, and he falls behind 0-1.
Hefner made some real nice plays yesterday. Martinsburg did barrel a few balls up, but he was right there. Like you heard in Riley in the postgame, the defense played some great plays behind him.
1 here, swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice off-speed pitch from Christian Alter, and he gets ahead. 0-2. Alter, the right-hander, again delivers here on 0-2, a breaking ball that didn't really come back across, then missed inside there for ball 1.
Hefner give the umpire I think it got me tongue out, didn't he? Kind of give him I think it got me, but didn't get him. Stayed up.
1-2. It's a good number 9 guy, Niz. You got to get on any way possible.
Any way at all. Take one for the team, you know. That's what they said in Bad News Bears, right? Hey, get hit by the ball.
That's what they told me when I played.
Shouldn't hit you in the face that many times, though.
Yeah. Probably be better off if I didn't get hit so many times. But here's the 1-2. Popped up and out of play.
For anybody at home who's worried about the pitch counts and wondering, you know, where Martinsburg or Jefferson goes from here after 2 innings, Gross has 36 pitches, 23 for strikes, a couple strikeouts. So, you know, both pitchers are pretty efficient at the moment. After 2 1/3, Alter's at 31.
Next pitch here from Christian Alter. Breaking ball that bounces for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If we do see any bullpen action, Martinsburg probably has the advantage there, I would say, but there's still some guys in that Jefferson bullpen that can handle business as they need to. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one popped up toward deep left field, heading over and making the play is Logan Wilt for the second out.
So Coach Bauer said in his interview that he's going to throw to contact. We got to catch the ball. So far, so good for Martinsburg. His first time through the lineup, and other than a hit by pitch that just nicked Liam Sager on the shoulder, Christian Alter was pretty clean through 9. Or excuse me, very clean through 9. The first 9 batters, that is.
Alter's pitch here to Dominguez. Ground ball towards second. Reisenweber fields it cleanly and throws the first in time for the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Cougars again. Get to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Martinsburg here in this Region 2 championship game. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Are you ready to flip into fun? Introducing Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where parties, classes, and camps come alive with glow lights and nonstop action. Our professional party planner will work with you to design a dream party for your child. Book your party today and get ready for a high-energy celebration that will leave your guests beaming. And don't forget our classes and camps, where our expert coaches will help your child tumble, flip, and soar to new heights. Flip and Cheer Gymnastics, where every day is a chance to shine.
Do you have someone in a nursing home, or are you worried about somebody you love going into a nursing home? The law firm of Daniel Staggers can protect your assets. Call the law firm of Daniel Staggers today at 304-267-3915. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm does elder care law, estate planning, and special needs trusts for disabled children and family members. Visit the Daniel Staggers Law Firm for your initial free consultation at 133 East John Street in Martinsburg. The Daniel Staggers Law Firm, when you need asset protection for you or for a family member.
9-1-2 hitters due up for the Martinsburg Bulldogs as we head into the bottom of the third for Martinsburg as they hold the 1-0 lead as Keegan Everhart due up, followed by Grove and Buber. Everhart, while Grove was injured, hit in the leadoff spot, and he gets the lead off this inning. See if Martinsburg can add to its 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Martinsburg's in a good spot with Keegan and Isaac. I mean, two leadoff guys who like to get on base. We talked about Jeff King behind the plate. You have Rick Alderman on first, Keith Allison on second, and Don Tapley, the home plate umpire yesterday, on third tonight.
And Everhart's going to try to lay down a bunt. It's a good one. Gross, the lefty, going to have to make a tough play, and he does do that. So 1 pitch, 1 away here with the Everhart ground out to the pitcher.
Yeah, you want to get there, but you just want to get it closer to the line, more away from Jet, and you got a shot. So the lefty has to field it there and then spin, but got a little bit too close to him, and he threw him out pretty quickly. Go back to the top of the order here. Talking about Jeff King. Jeff King's going to be in Charleston next weekend for that tournament as he has been selected to go there, and so hats off to him.
We'll see who joins him. Will be Jefferson or Martinsburg as Isaac Grove's going to take that first pitch low for a ball, so 1-0 count. Martinsburg trying to get that leadoff runner on in Everhart, but the bunt unsuccessful. And now one down in the inning, and Grove will take it high for ball 2.
And we're going to see the timeout by Coach John Lowry.
Hasn't used one yet.
He saved up his 2 offensive timeouts the last 2 innings, so he's going to use a defensive pitching timeout here. He's going to talk to Gross.
Yeah, seems like a good time. I mean, down 2-0 here in the count to Grove, 1 out here in the inning. And it always feels like when he goes out there, they come out next pitch and they throw a good pitch. So.
Well, the thing about it is with Isaac Grove 2-0, they know how, Coach John Lowry Sr. knows how quick he is. If he gets on base, how, the guys behind him can get him around. So, you got to attack. You have to attack here if you're Gross. If he hits it, he gets a base hit, he earns it. Can't give him a free one. And I think that's what he's saying is, hey, 2-0, you got to attack this guy. We don't want him on base with 1 out with the Boober, Oviedo, Alter coming up behind him.
And the 2-0, called strike 1.
Maybe he just went out there and said throw strikes.
That usually works, as long as
the
other team doesn't hit him.
Right, that's what the dad yell from the sidelines. He just uses timeouts to say it.
This one hit on the ground, diving attempt from Danner. He gets to the ball, throws the first in time from the out. One of the better plays we've seen this season. Alex Danner, the third baseman, gets to that ball, comes up, fires to first, and gets the speedy Isaac Grove by about a half step.
Oh, yeah, top 10 play there. Manny Machado style play there. I thought for sure when it went off the bat it was going down the line for a double. And Danner lays out. Danner's a long, tall, lanky third baseman over there. A lot of length. And it was definitely a fair ball that went over that bag, and it was definitely getting in that corner. But he gloves it and made a strong throw across the diamond to bail out Jet Gross there.
That was one of those moments that could play back and be huge. As Martinsburg, like you said, if you were able to get Grove even on, it's a threat because of his speed and his ability to steal second. But there he's probably hitting a double. And you like your opportunity there. Carson Buber, though, will lift it out toward deep left field. That will get down for extra bases. It's off the wall out there in left. And Buber's down with a double, but a great relay from Jefferson to make it relatively close.
And that's how big that play was from Danner, because it's 2-0 if you don't make that play.
Yeah.
If the pitch selection's the same there and what have you. But, that's just how big it is. And not necessarily do you want to say this or that, but definitely if that ball gets through if Danner don't make that play, it's going to be tough for him for Jet to keep Grove from scoring from second one out with the guys that are behind him.
But Martinsburg still might be able to get a few runs across here as Oviedo's coming to the plate with Buber on second. He drew a walk his first time up, and he'll take the first pitch here for ball 1.
And when Martinsburg was scoring a lot of runs and they were averaging those 10 runs in the year before the late in the season, they did a lot of damage with 2 outs, a lot of damage with 2 outs.
The 1-0, though, is hit on the ground. Going to be a tough play. Dominguez charges in, throws the first. It's off the line. Buber's going to come home. Guerra gets to it, but it won't have a play, and Martinsburg takes the 2-0 lead on the error.
Do or die play, and sometimes you just got to eat it, especially with the man coming around. And that might have been the time to eat it there, but if the throw's on line, I think he gets him. Whatever happened, I think when it throws on line, he gets him. But took the chance. Guerra had to come up the line to get it. Got off the glove. Smart base running by Buber, and 2-0 Martinsburg. So first mistake on the board there.
And the dangerous Christian Alter to the plate. Had an RBI triple his last time. Alter takes this one low and inside for ball 1.
Yeah, scored Ovi from first on a 3-2 pitch that with 2 outs. So Gross was a pitch away from getting out of that inning, and now was a pitch away from getting out of this inning, and gives up a run here. An unearned run, that is.
This one called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here on Christian Alter. 2-0 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third inning between Martinsburg and Jefferson in this Region 2 championship. And this one misses low and inside. Oviedo's caught out there at second base. He'll slide into second and tagged out. A base running mistake hurts Martinsburg there, but they do earn a run and go up 2-0 here as we head to the 4th. Jefferson coming back to the plate. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Top of the fourth inning, brought to you by the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. 2-0 Martinsburg here in this Region 2 championship game. Bulldogs won Game 1, 1-0. Jefferson comes back and wins Game 2 yesterday, 7-0. And Martinsburg holds the 2-0 lead here almost halfway through this one. So Jefferson coming back to the plate, and Sager's going to send this one on the ground toward Oviedo. Oviedo fields it cleanly, throws the first in time for the out.
So that last play, Oviedo's reading dirt ball. He got the ball hit the dirt, skipped away just enough. He broke on the dirt. Great job by Cole Smith to swallow that up, and Oviedo had no shot. If it gets away from Smith a little bit better, he walks into second, but Smith swallows that up. Oviedo gets a jump on the dirt ball, and then just called in no man's land when Smith did a great job of keeping it in front of him. Smith throws down and gets Oviedo trying to move up on the dirt ball.
I don't call it a strike on the lower inside corner to Surf Guerra. Guerra had a line out to right field his first time up. And the 0-1 to Surf, hit hard on the ground, through into right center field for a base hit.
Yeah, found himself a... Last time he hits the ball hard in the air, it could have been an easy double in the gap, and it was lined out right to Keegan Everhart this time. Alter gets him to hit his pitch on the ground, and it finds a single, so things do even themselves out a little bit in this game.
I'll bring Alexander to plate. Had an excellent play down there at third base.
An unbelievable play, a run-saving play.
And this one high and inside for ball one to Danner. Danner lined out the second his first time. And the 1-0 hit hard to the third baseman, Oviedo, who tries to double him up. Throw gets away from Jameer Brown, but you do get one out on the initial play from Oviedo. So
he had him.
2 down.
He had him, and Brown just couldn't dig it. If Oviedo gets that ball up anywhere where Brown can handle it, it's a double play because it was hit so hard that Surf just caught leaning. And, if you're going to throw the ball over there and you're going to miss, you better miss high because, you better miss low because Jameer Brown can eat up and has a lot of length there.
Morgan's going to send this one into left field. That will get down for a base hit. Takes a weird hop out there in left. Logan Wilk gets to it. Guerra trying to head for third. The toss to Oviedo. The tag at third in time for the out. So Martinsburg still makes the play, and that will end the top half of the fourth inning with Jefferson getting a few guys on, possibly, though unable to come around to score due to some base running mistakes there, and that ends the inning. To send us to the bottom of the fourth, still 2-0 Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Single.
Welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. We were just talking about how the Surf Garrett single did break up the Christian Alter no-hitter. But Alter now hitting and gets a single there over the head of the second baseman, Ty Vickers. But Garrett thrown out at third and no damage done, even though Jefferson did make some solid contact that last half inning.
Well, it was a great play out there by Logan Wilde. He actually skipped over his glove, which allowed Garrett to keep coming. But we hit off the wall. He played it perfectly right back into the glove, spun and turned. So Martinsburg got a little bit of a favorable hop. Got a bad hop, to get over his glove, and a favorable hop off the fence. So, this a tough play out there for Wilt, but he did a great job of getting to it, playing it off the wall after it skipped over his glove, and turning and knowing where to get the ball to quickly.
2-0 Bulldogs. Reisenweber at the plate. He'll show bunt. Ball gets away from the catcher, Smith, but he gets back to it quickly, and this time Martinsburg doesn't try to test him. And they'll keep Alter over there at first, who's had a 2-hit game. Triple and a single so far, as well as an RBI. 1-0 pitch here to Reisenweber again. He's going to try to lay down a bunt. It's a good one. Down the line. Gross gets to it, tosses an underhand to first in time for the out, but they advance the runner to second, and Reisenweber does his job with the sacrifice.
Yeah, something that they were struggling with the first 2 games of this series, getting the ball down. Here, Martinsburg, they're starting to do the things right, and I think good things are happening for them. Jefferson, out there certainly putting the ball in play, hitting it hard. A couple of line outs to right, seeing 2 singles that inning. So we said we were going to see the ball hit. And
Rubenthal will lead, or this at bat will send this one into center field. Tagging up is Alter that should be, Brown running for Alter, the courtesy runner, and he heads into third base. So 2 down here in the inning after back-to-back batters able to move over runners, and that will bring Edwards to the plate. 2-0 Martinsburg lead, and a runner on third for the Bulldogs. So a chance to extend this lead here, Trip. Being 2-0, and catcher coming to the plate, runner on third base. But there are 2 outs, so Edwards will probably have to get one through here to drive in that run.
Martinsburg moved the runner up to, so you had a bunt and then you have a sack, so you have an opportunity here for Edwards.
This one.
Not only does it opportunity for Edwards, though, as that ball comes in low on the outside, but, now Jet has to keep the ball in the dirt. So you have the pitch selection changes. He has to throw the ball up in the strike zone and not in the dirt here to a dangerous Edwards, who almost had a home run yesterday.
Hits this one hard on the ground. Garrett gets to a good play. Toss to Gross to cover first, and Jefferson gets out of the inning despite Martinsburg threatening. So 2-0 Bulldogs as we head to the 5th. This is the Region 2 championship game between Martinsburg and Jefferson. Winner heads to the state tournament. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
Where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park, 5th inning. Here between Martinsburg and Jefferson, top half of the 5th. Cougars coming to the plate. Bulldogs so far, Tripp, doing a good job. Have the 2-0 lead. Christian Alter's been great on the mound.
Yeah, catching the baseball. Christian Alter's throwing the contact. Martinsburg catching the baseball, getting a couple hits here and there, a couple timely 2-out hits. The error that you don't see much from Jefferson made created the other run. So Martinsburg hitting the ball, taking advantage of a few mistakes of Jefferson's, and not giving many free bases here. Christian Alter, other than just catching the sleeve of Liam Sager, has given up no free bases. Did give up a single to Riley Morgan last inning and a single to Guerra, but was erased on the bases as Guerra was cut down at third base.
This one hit on the ground towards short. Buber throws the first in time for the out. So, again, Jefferson being aggressive early in the counts, but a ground out, and we'll have a pinch hitter here. Roberts is going to hit for Gross, the pitcher.
Yeah, he jumped on that pitch, and Cole Lewis isn't slow, so Buber had to make a quick play there. I think that does solve the mystery of is there any residuals from the ball that hit Buber on the finger. Yesterday he was at second, maybe some for the arm, for his arm after throwing 100 pitches, or maybe it was some from the finger. But either way,
a little bit of both, possibly.
A little bit of both, but today he's playing a superb shortstop here as that pitch comes inside from Alter, and Roberts tried to lean into it there a little bit.
Next pitch here to Roberts, a called strike, so 1-1 count. Top of the 5th, brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. The 1-1. Misses for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike, 1 out here in the inning.
2 cars blocking the gate is a white GMC Acadia, license plate 56Y557, and a Chevy Equinox blue, West Virginia plate 206011A.
Back to action here. John Sr. has used his offensive timeout here.
2-1 misses high for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike, 1 out in the inning. 2-0 Martinsburg lead. Roberts trying to get on for the Cougars and possibly start a rally for Jefferson. Pitch for here from Christian Alter, foul down that right field line, and that will be just strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now.
This game's moving along like the rest of those games did. The other 2 games moved so quickly through the first couple innings that you barely catch your breath.
Yeah, all of a sudden you look up, it's the 5th inning, and you're running out of outs if you're the team trailing, but Roberts will draw a leadoff walk, or a 1-out walk in the inning, and that will bring Ty Vickers to the plate. So, see if Martinsburg can slow down another Jefferson threat here at the plate. So Roberts will take his lead. And Alter will deliver the first pitch here to Vickers, and it misses high and inside for ball 1.
Martinsburg back in double play depth. Oviedo playing even with the bag, so not expecting a bunt here. Of course, Jameer Brown holding.
Yeah, 1 out, down 2, so still an option, I suppose, but probably not in this situation, I don't think, from Jefferson, as this one misses low, and now Martinsburg's going to use a timeout, have a mound visit with Christian Alter. Let's talk things over here between Alter and coaching staff and 2-0 count here. So, big moment in the game.
Yeah.
As
it seems like that each time that Jefferson brings in a pinch hitter or enters a hitter there, they seem to find their way on base, either by a base hit. Big RBI yesterday by Sager coming off the bench. You got a pinch hit walk here by Roberts. Not only does he get on base, but he also lets gives Jet Gross a chance just to focus on pitching and relax over there on bench, take a little break here as the innings have moved pretty quick.
2-0, 1 out, 2-0 Martinsburg. 1 on. Roberts over there at first, and the pitch here from Alter is in there for a strike. To Vickers, second baseman, flew out his first time to center field. And the 2-1 from Alter. Hit hard into left center field. That will get down for a base hit. Getting to it cleanly this time is Logan Wilt, so he'll hold him to 1. But Jefferson has 2 on and just 1 away.
And that's what Alter can't do, is get behind on hitters and let them, pin their ears back. But what they can do, we'll get another hitter here, as you see number 8 come to the plate. That's Connor Williams, I believe, who also has a pinch hit in this series, I believe.
I think he had one yesterday, I think. And I think he's had one in both games, actually.
Yeah. So inserting hitters here. Got a little fire lit here in the 5th inning for Jefferson, down 2-0. Tying runs are on the base with 1 out. Martinsburg looking for a double play. Jefferson looking for something in the gap here to tie this thing up as we are playing Region 2 championship baseball.
Yeah, Williams, of course, in Game 1 had the situation where he entered for the catcher, and we weren't really sure if you can courtesy run for a pinch hitter for the catcher, but apparently you can. So big swing and a miss there from Williams, though, as that curveball or off-speed pitch really fooled him.
Well, what we learned there was he come in for the catcher, hit for the catcher, and then they re-entered the catcher on the bases, and then courtesy ran for the catcher. They just didn't force Smith to go out and touch first base.
Gotcha.
But that did, end the day for Williams.
0-1 count here is a called strike, too. A lot of movement just to get a runner.
Using that bench.
Yeah,
Jefferson's used a lot of players in this series and got a lot of success doing it.
0-2 count here, 1 down, 2 on for Jefferson. Next pitch to Williams, a swing and a miss, strike 3 as Alter went back to that breaking ball and gets the strikeout there. Just Christian Alter's second strikeout of the evening, and that will bring Dominguez to the plate with 2 on. Top of the order here, 2 outs though. Dominguez so far is 0 for 2. Pair of ground outs for him.
You see, he's hit the ball pretty hard, hit it to the infielders. They've made some great plays on him. Right now, there's a
hit on the ground toward Boober. He falls down, making the play, throws wide of the bag of Brown, and that will allow the runner to come home to score. The throw home, though, a good throw, but Roberts slides in safely, and Jefferson's on the board here at 2-1.
Yeah, he fell down making the play, then he threw home. Sometimes, like you say, it's just like the other play, sometimes it's better just to hold the ball, but I still think same way with Jefferson. If Boober makes a clean throw there, then he gets the he gets the out there, come a little bit wide, and allows the runner to come home. So 2-1, tying runs on third, and the pressure spot here for Liam Sager and for Martinsburg's defense. Plus you got the first and third to set up, so you got to decide whether Jefferson wants to send the runner down there and force Martinsburg to make a play on him, and or let him go and go for the freshman here at the plate, who's been pretty hot with the batting 2 here. He was hit by a pitch the first time through, and second time through. What did he have?
I had him as a ground out.
Yeah, ground
third
out.
base.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch here from Alter, low for ball 1. So some E6s leading to runs on both sides. Weird play there from Boober, but
yeah, as he fell there, he had
big swing and a miss here for strike 1.
Yeah, he made the play that he was trying to get around the baseball so he could get some momentum towards the bag, but he slipped and fell, and just a heads up play by Roberts.
Rush a little bit, probably could have got him, but that one's going to run in and hit off the bat, not hit Sager. As it was close, but it hit off the end of the bat.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Roberts coming around, and then it was a great throw by Jameer Brown.
Yeah, made it close.
The ball, made it really close. I didn't think it was going to be close.
Yeah, I thought initially there Roberts would score easily, but here is the next pitch. It's low. Runner takes off, and Dominguez towards second, trying to draw a throw from Edwards, but he doesn't take the bait. And 2 balls, 2 strikes here on the batter. Sager, 2 outs. Runners on second and third now for Jefferson. Alter delivers on 2-2. The off-speed pitch is fouled away by Sager.
Jefferson's a hit away from taking their first lead in this game. The tying run 90 feet away. Big spot for a freshman here in a regional final. certainly don't want to face Surf Guerrero behind him with runners on. So he's going to have to attack here with 2 strikes.
Alter delivers again, and again it's fouled away. Big at-bat, big moment in this game. 2 outs for the most part. Christian Alter has been dominant. He's allowed just 3 hits through these 4 2/3 innings. And the next pitch from Alter popped up and again fouled away. But he's possibly one good hit away from being down all of a sudden in this game. 2-1 is our score. Martinsburg on top. Runners on second and third for the Jefferson Cougars. Christian Alter checks those runners and delivers again here on 2-2, and Sager again fouls it away. Ground out to lead off the inning from Lewis. A walk drawn by Roberts, who came around to score. A single from Vickers, who stands on third base in an E6. Allows Dominguez to reach and Roberts to come around to score, so Dominguez is on second. Next pitch here on 2-2 again popped up. This time, though, heading toward right center field. Coming over making the play is Isaac Grove for the final out of the inning. But Jefferson does get a run across. It's 2-1 Martinsburg here in this Region 2 championship game, with the winner headed to the state tournament. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Panhandle Printing and Design is your full-service local print shop.
With over 50 years of combined experience, we know how to handle all of your printing and design needs.
We can handle anything, from small business cards to wrapping large vehicles. Our in-house design team can do it all. As a staple of this community, we love helping people promote their events, businesses, and anything they're passionate about. Envision, create, and bring your ideas to life with Panhandle Printing and Design.
Bottom of the 5th inning, brought to you by the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's premier DUI defense attorney. Visit WestVirginiaDUILawyers.com. Our bottom of the 5th here for Martinsburg. They're at the 8-9. One hitters due up, and Brown, Everhart, Grove. Jameer flew out to right field his first time up. 2-1. Martinsburg on top here in the bottom of the 5th, as tense, close game, exactly what we expected so far, True.
Yeah, it's exactly what we figured was going to happen here. Is these two teams are going to fight themselves. It's going to be, I think we said I thought some runs would score. I actually thought a few more would score, but great defensive plays and a couple of great defensive plays by chances by 2 great shortstops just went awry, but most shortstops don't even get to those balls and or make those plays. So you got to get errors on those plays, but they are errors from ball players that generally don't, most don't even get there.
2-0 count on Brown. That pitch called a strike. I guess you could say, with how these games have gone, 2-1 in the 5th inning does feel pretty high scoring, because really, even though yesterday was 7-0, we didn't see those runs until later in the game. This one's high for a ball.
Yeah, that was a kind of a wild inning. I thought Coach Ballard said on the pregame, said that 5th inning kind of got some balls that were looped in, looped out, and Jefferson took advantage of the balls that got away from the right fielder out there on the dives.
3-1. Brown draws a walk here to lead off the 5th. Now bring Everhart to the plate, and you'd expect a bunt here from Keegan.
Yeah, you're going to expect a bunt here more than likely. And they're going to call a timeout, so I'm going to talk.
Brown going to come over
because
to join
of the offensive
conversation.
Timeout. Jefferson gets to a free defensive timeout, so they'll run out, and Coach Cross will come out and talk to Jet Gross. Talk to him about keep the ball up in the zone, try to get him to pop it up. I'll tell Danner to come up. Be a great time for a slash.
Yeah, could be a situation where you do something like that. And Brown's got pretty good speed as well, so we'll see what Martinsburg elects to do here with Keegan Everhart. As now he's even talking to his teammates sitting behind him in the lineup.
He's even talking to pinch runners.
Yeah.
They got something cooking here, don't they? We might see Braden Miller.
Looks like we are
going to come in for Jameer. Now, remember yesterday Jameer had that big stretch on first base, and that was he basically did a split over there. So, I know he wasn't really hurt by it, but it might just be enough just to affect him. Then Martinsburg thinks it's a good time here to go ahead and maybe run somebody out there for him and just get that extra mile per hour or two on the bases. So expected bunt here. Braden Miller in running has now entered the game for Jameer Brown on the bases, and we'll see what Martinsburg opts to do here. As
Everhart will bunt it down the first base line. Guerra doesn't have a play at second. He'll go to first for the out. So overall, a good bunt. You get the runner into scoring position.
Yeah, great bunt. Could have bunted a little bit softer and made a play,
right.
But definitely wanted to get it up that line away from Danner. Danner has showed his arm and his ability to throw somebody out. If he bunts right to him hard, he's going to make a play at second on Braden Miller and erase the whole thing. So, sacrifice himself. That's what he wants. Martinsburg and Jefferson both struggled with that earlier in the series.
Yeah, to get a bunt down in this series for Martinsburg has been kind of tough. So anytime you can at least get it down and do part of the job. I mean, obviously, with key and speed and some of these guys that are bunting, they can bunt for a hit. But at this point, just get a guy over and you get the top of the order back up with just one out and a runner in scoring position. You like your chances if you're Martinsburg, and Grove works to a 2-0 count here against Jet Gross.
Yeah, big hitters behind him, so Joe's going to have to be careful here putting another runner on.
This one's in there for a strike here to Grove, who's had a slow game so far. A strikeout and a ground out, but
could have been a double.
Yeah, could have been a double. Alex Danner made an incredible play down there at third. This one, though, Grove gets under a little bit over toward second, shallow right center field, and coming over making the play is Ty Vickers for the second out. So
big out there for Gross to get him because he doesn't want to, face Boober and Oviedo both. There's a chance here just to face Boober. If he gets on, you're probably guaranteed to face both of them this inning. So bottom of the fifth, Martinsburg trying to get that run back that they give up in the top of the fifth. Carson Boober and Braden Miller at second.
With Grove on too, it means more speed on the base pass for Martinsburg. So you avoid that situation with just one out. Instead, you have two outs, and now Boober will foul it away. 0-1 count here on Carson with a runner on second and the courtesy runner Miller, the next pitch. Or the pinch runner, I should say.
Way outside.
Yeah, pitch misses outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Morgantown has defeated Bridgeport to move to the state tournament.
So one ticket's been punched, and this one throw back hits off the bag and heads into center field. Miller's going to advance to third.
I think it hit him in the head.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it hit him in the head or hit off the bag. It looks like it hit him in the head.
It hit him in the head and ricocheted out into right center field.
So, hey,
young man's
way
got
to
a
use
hard
your
head.
head.
He's got a way to use your head.
Yeah.
Better check that thing, see if it's cracked.
It's a tough break there for Jefferson, but puts Martinsburg in a good situation now. With 2 down, though, in the inning. Runner that much closer for Carson Boober. Boober headed on the ground towards short. Dominguez bobbles in, and the run comes in to score. So Miller scores. An error allows another run to come in for Martinsburg, and they extend their lead out to 3-1.
Just a tough spot. I mean, what can you say? Dominguez, doesn't. He's there on the. Dominguez is right there on the pick play. Don't know exactly what happened there. Tough play. It hits. Looks like it was thrown right to the bag, but it catches Miller on the helmet, gets out into the field, moves him up, and then a ground ball to Dominguez on the turf, and he stays back, tries to backhand it, but. Big spot for freshmen. I mean, it's just a big spot for these freshmen, and but they're playing big, but a little bit immature there maybe.
Yeah, a few tough plays for Jefferson allows Martinsburg to extend its lead to 3-1. Oviedo takes the first pitch for a strike. He has reach base safely in both of his at-bats so far, as Oviedo walked and reached on an error earlier. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, 1 on in Carson Buber.
Martinsburg in a good spot here. Turn that lineup over.
Jack Gross's next pitch will throw over first and just check the runner in Buber.
The big thing about these guys pushing it down the line is that, Martinsburg, should Jefferson come back, they have 6 outs to get back to the top of this lineup each time they, a guy gets on. So
another throw over there from Gross to check the runner.
Jefferson's at Guerra, the 3 spot with 6 outs to go. So start counting the outs as you get to this point in the game, and who you have to face to get those 6 outs.
2-1 count here on Oviedo. 2 down in the inning. Buber takes his lead. Gross delivers, misses outside for ball 3. It's a dangerous situation here for Jefferson. Possibly if you walk Oviedo, we've already seen Christian Alter get 2 hits of an RBI triple his first time and a single in the 4th. And the 3-1 to Oviedo misses. Oh, hits the zone. Inside, lower inside corner there. 4 strike 2.
Good take by Oviedo. 50-50 pitch from up here. Jeff King's right there with his nose on top of it, seeing it crossing the inside of the plate there. But good take there. 3-1, 3-2. Everybody's going to be moving.
The 3-2 to Oviedo is popped up. Shallow right field. Riley, Morgan, and Vickers coming over, but Vickers will call him off and make the play for the second baseman for the final out. So Martinsburg gets another run across on a Jefferson error. And we will head to the 6th inning with the Bulldogs on top 3-1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Is your skin dry or breaking out? Are your muscles sore and tight? Then take a few hours or even a whole day to refresh yourself, recover, and rejuvenate at Personal Reflection Day Spa, located at 102 Hovatter Drive in Inwood. Personal Reflection Day Spa is an award-winning spa for 15 consecutive years. The friendly, experienced staff will give you the treatment you deserve from the minute you walk in the door. Book your appointment by calling 304-821-1333 or online at personalreflectiondayspa.com.
Brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. As we enter this top of the 6th, it's 3-1 Martinsburg in this Region 2 championship game. Winners headed to the state tournament, and for Jefferson, it's Surf Guerra coming to the plate to lead things off. He's flown out and singled so far. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Guerra, Danner, and Morgan for the Cougars. Christian Alter remains out there on the mound for Martinsburg, and the pitch from Alter. Guerra sends it on a rope toward right field, and Keegan Everhart's right there to make the play for the first out. So a few times Guerra's hit it hard out there to right, but he's hit it right to the right fielder, Keegan Everhart, who's made some good plays.
Yeah, Garrett could easily be 3 for 3 today with the way he's barreled the ball up. Right at Everhart twice. I don't think maybe both those balls are lasers right at him. I don't think he had to move either time.
Alex Danner will come to the plate here. He's 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch, fouled away, 0-2. Yeah, you talked about Jefferson kind of running out of outs and running out of their premier hitters' opportunities to drive in runs.
Still a lot in that lineup there with Danner and Morgan and Lewis coming down through there. They're going to be tough outs, but certainly getting Guerra out was huge for the Bulldogs.
0-2, hit on the ground for Oviedo at third, and he'll throw to first. Good stretch from Brown for the second out.
Game is moving along quick.
Yep, that'll bring Riley Morgan to the plate.
Morgan, who's been a Bulldog killer here as of late. Couple, not only on the mound but at the plate. He's been really good. So
got to hit his last time, but unfortunately for Jefferson, as Morgan sends this one up the middle off the glove of Buber, gets away from him a little bit and into center field. So Riley Morgan has his second hit, but as I was saying for Jefferson, they had possibly an opportunity to add on or get some runs across in that fourth inning when Riley Morgan had that hit, but Cervera thrown out at third, and a few plays here and there, again, making some big differences on both sides. So we'll see if they can do anything here with 2 down, and Cole Lewis at the plate, and Morgan now on first. Breaking ball misses inside for ball 1.
The more I see of Morgan, the more I'm glad he's going to be a Hornet this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, there's going to be these two teams, whoever comes out here on top is going to really be tough to beat down there.
Lewis sends this one out toward left, and it's right to the left fielder, Logan Wilt, for the final out of the inning. So Jefferson again makes some hard contact against Christian Alter, but a lot of them going right to players on the other side. And we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Martinsburg still on top here in this Region 2 championship game, 3-1. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. Jet Gross coming out for another inning of work.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
P.O. Faulkner Park. Christian Alter coming to the plate. He's 2 for 2 today with an RBI triple and a single. And so far he's in position to get the win on the mound. If Martinsburg gets it done, as Alter has a 3-hit day. This one lined into left center field. Alter looking for the double, and he slides in safely with it. So 3 hits on the day, a single, a double, and a triple. All he needs is the home run, but probably if he's hoping he doesn't have to bat again.
Yeah, he's probably hoping he don't want to bat. He wants to score here. He's going to get a pinch runner, a courtesy runner, R.J. Brown. Might see a bunt here as well. Try to get this courtesy run in. Try to get this, the courtesy runner in to get a insurance run. Well,
maybe he wants to bat again if they bat around.
Yeah,
that would be nice for him, but I don't see that happening just because of how good these two teams are with their pitching and their defense as well. But runner on second, and Jet Gross's first pitch here to Ben Reisenweber misses inside, and Alter looking to get that win. And based on his performance today, I think he's definitely our nominee so far for player of the game.
At the moment.
But still some baseball left to be played as Reisenweber will pop it up toward right field. And Vickers makes the play, and that not deep enough to advance the runner as well, so that's tough there for Martinsburg.
And with the Reisenweber up, we want to give our shout out once again to Erin. I know she's sitting there, and unfortunately she's getting some treatment here for her leukemia, and hearts and prayers are out with her. I know that she's on pins and needles right now and just cheering and giving it all she got. Erin, we love you, and we can't wait to see you again, and hopefully.
Rubenthal sends this one on the ground towards second, and making the play there, Vickers throws it over to Gary in time for the out. But runner advances to third. Like you said, Tripp, obviously.
Good job by Owen to move over. But, yeah, Erin, she's there. And Erin, the Bulldogs are wearing the shirts. Nobody in this family fights alone. So hearts and prayers out to Erin. I'm sure she'd appreciate everyone else's prayers and calls and messages. And, Erin, we hope you're feeling well and watching and tuned in.
So 2 down here in the inning, runner on third. And this one a called strike here to Edwards after Rippenthal grounds out. So Brown standing there on third base, and Martinsburg looking to add an insurance run with Braden Edwards at the plate. Christian Alter will most likely stay out there for the seventh and try to lead to the victory. Edwards frustrated with that one as he pops it up to the shortstop Dominguez for the final out of the inning. So despite the leadoff Alter double, Martinsburg can't do anything with it. But they still hold a 3-1 lead as we head to the seventh. Bulldogs trying to come away with the Region 2 championship. Jefferson trying to come back, at least tie it. This is West Virginia High School Baseball Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. Stay tuned.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers. Or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Like the threat, if he hits him on the head.
We'll welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 3-1 our score. Martinsburg on top of Jefferson as we head to the seventh. Top of the seventh is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Get a Ford at Hagerstown.com. So trip it comes all down to this possibly. 7-8-9 due up here for Jefferson, who trails by 2. They've had some opportunities. Both teams have had opportunities. Martinsburg had some opportunities to extend it. Jefferson's had some opportunities to get back into it. But overall, it's been a great game between these two teams. And we're either 3 outs away from seeing Martinsburg head to states or maybe seeing more baseball.
Yep, Jet Gross up. Trying to extend his team's season here. He was pinch hit for the last time by Roberts, so if he's going to stay in the game, he has to hit here. From Jefferson's opting to let him swing away here. Hope they can tie or get the lead and send him back out there maybe.
0-1 just misses inside for the ball, apparently. 1 ball, 1 strike. Close one. I think it's
close pitch there.
Borderline, so either call could have been right there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next one from Alter misses outside for ball 2. Yeah, possibly 2. They might just feel like Gross is their best option at the plate at that point as well because they've already used those pinch hitters.
They got Gross. Vickers on deck for sure. He's got a helmet on. It looks like Hefner's got his helmet on, so I think we're going to see your straight Jet Gross, Ty Vickers, Sam Hefner as the first 3 hitters here in this inning.
The 2-1 misses inside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike on Gross, so Jefferson would love the leadoff walk here. That would make things certainly interesting here in this 7th inning, as you could see bunts, stolen bases, all sorts of things. The 3-1 is a called strike 2, though. So Gross gets himself in a full count. Alter has been great out there on the mound for Martinsburg here tonight, trying to pick up the win. The 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and Gross goes down looking. And now 2 outs away is Martinsburg.
That pitch was in on the inner half, and Gross does get up on the plate tight, and so, he was his toes up on the line. Jeff King right there with his nose on it. Calls the 3-2 pitch on the inner half, a strike.
Calls that one in. Strike here on Vickers as well. That is just the 3rd strikeout of the game for Alters. This one's popped up. Center field. Grove there to make the play for out number 2. So it all comes down to Sam Hefner. Can he extend things for Jefferson, or is Martinsburg going to head to the state tournament?
Region 2 titles here on the line. Chance to go to Charleston here on the line. A chance to be the number 1 seed for Martinsburg on the line. So Christian Alter yet to give up an earned run here. Does his only run come unearned as he's facing the number 9 batter at Jefferson?
Hefner sends it on the ground toward third. Oviedo plays it off the bounce. Throws the first in time. No, safe. Safe by about a step. It was a close play between Hefner there and the reach of Brown.
Yeah, it was a big chop. Oviedo had to come up throwing hard, and he come up throwing really hard there and made it a really close play. But Rick Alderman down there says, hey, he's safe. We're going back to the top of the lineup. Dominguez is coming. And now what you see now is you start to get back into the meat of that lineup as you get Dominguez, who's leading off, and you get the leadoff batter, Dominguez, who's reached on an error the last time. 6.343 is his stat line for the day with Liam Seger on deck. And then the most dangerous hitter in the lineup, Surf Guerra. So Martinsburg not wanting to get into the depth of that lineup. And Jefferson wanting to turn that lineup over. A great hard 90 by Sam Hefner there as he went down that line hard.
So Jefferson does bring the tying run to the plate as well with Dominguez in a 3-1 game.
Wouldn't want it any other way, would you, in this series?
This is what you expect between these two teams. 0-1 count, 2 down. Next pitch from Christian Alter, high and inside for ball 1. So 1-1 count.
Big spot for a freshman. Like I said, he's had a couple of errors there on short. An opportunity here to redeem himself. Baseball has a way of doing that, but Martinsburg, they've got to stay out of the meat of that order.
1-1 hit on the ground towards second. Reisenweber throws to first in time, makes the play for the final out, and the Martinsburg Bulldogs are the Region 2 champions and are headed to Charleston with the 3-1 victory over the Jefferson Cougars. An historic season for the Bulldogs will continue next week in Charleston. Tripp, your thoughts?
Jefferson did all they could do tonight. They hit the ball in the nose. They can't hang their heads at all. I mean, they are certainly one of the best teams in the state, but Martinsburg showing depth in pitching, showing depth in their lineup, come out with a little different attitude today. And, it looks like they had a little chip on their shoulder after getting beat, and everybody's saying, they were kind of in trouble. They have no momentum. They haven't hit, and but they come through. I got some timely hitting, played one really great defensive game, and a couple mistakes on shortstop is what probably changed, what was the difference in the game here. So the team that makes the least amount of mistakes was going to be the winner here against these two great teams, and Martinsburg was just the team that made the one less mistake than Jefferson.
Great game, great series between these two, as expected when they get together. But Martinsburg headed now to the state tournament. It's been an excellent season. Tripp, we're going to keep it here, I think, and get a little bit of this celebration for the regional championship, but and of course be joined by Coach Byler and the player after the game as well. But you gotta like their chances to go down there and possibly bring home a state title with the combination of Buber and DeLauder as pitchers, and of course just how well this team's played. They've played a lot of good competition as well, so they're ready, I think, to possibly bring one home.
Yeah, I think both of these teams could have went down there and made some noise. Either one. I mean, I got to give Martinsburg their. We're going to talk about them. Before we finish out Jefferson's season, at one point in time, Coach John Lowry said Martinsburg's playing outstanding. We're playing good. We got to get to outstanding, and they are a player away from being outstanding. Beating the outstanding, but they definitely were outstanding, and it was an outstanding series. But Martinsburg, all year long have found a way to win the close games. They've been, really good on defense, and I think the defense tonight, Coach Byler said in the interview that, Alter's going to throw to contact. We have to catch the ball, and they caught the ball, one or two more times than Jefferson was able to. That was the difference in the game, and just a huge series, and a great job there by a group of kids that I think now have 33 wins on the season, I believe, and they are going to state, and a great group of seniors. And it's really hard to win when you're not. The underdog role's easier to play than the role of the team that's supposed to win. And they handled it, and they handled their business tonight. But Jefferson has nothing to hang their head for. They've got their first 4 guys in the lineup are underclassmen, so they're going to be around for a while.
They'll be back, you would expect. But we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the post-game show. We'll get some player interviews and coach interview as well. This is West Virginia High School Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV Time. We're back with the Palace Lounge postgame show after this.
I do.
We got double the Rocks gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my card.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rocks Rewards.
We got double the Rocks gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rocks Rewards.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back here to the Palace Lounge post-game show. The Palace Lounge is located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. A full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Nick Verzolini, Trip Tobin here on the post-game show. Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer, is getting ready to grab Coach Byler and Christian Alter, our player of the game, here tonight for their post-game interviews. Martinsburg gets the 3-1 win over Jefferson to win the Region 2 championship and head to Charleston. Back to the state tournament for the Bulldogs, trying to win that first state championship since 2009 trip. It's two of the best programs in the state battling out in this series, and Martinsburg gets it done in a great game.
It was a great game. I mean, we didn't expect. I mean, if someone would have said, "What do you think the score is going to be of the game?" I'd have said maybe 4-2 or 5-3, something like that. I thought these offenses were starting to click a little bit, both of them, and I thought that these pitchers were going to pound the strike zone. These guys were going to attack, and this turf was going to help them get some balls through the infield, maybe. But a diving play by Danner and a couple great plays, by Martinsburg, and just a really tough spot for freshmen to play in. But those guys over on Jefferson side, the freshmen, they stood tall. And, but overall, at the end of the day, I think the upperclassmen and experience of Martinsburg, was big in this game. We have a sophomore pitcher in Jet Gross who's got a great future ahead of him. Jefferson starting five underclassmen tonight in a regional championship game. I mean, that's just unheard of. And Martinsburg has been a dominant team all year long and come out and took care of business and wasn't going to allow the younger Cougars to come in here and take what was theirs, what they felt was theirs on their home turf. So just a great, great game, and I can't say enough about these two. I wish they could both go to state because I believe that they could compete down there. And I mean, Morgantown has beat Bridgeport and eliminated them, so Morgantown's going. Cabell Midland and Ripley are in the top of the sixth in a nothing ball game, and the winner of that's going to go. And George Washington has the advantage over Oak Hill down there, and looks like they're going to be the recipient of that. So it looks like it's going to be Martinsburg, Morgantown, George Washington, and either Cabell Midland or Ripley. Martinsburg should get the number one seed and face George Washington in that should they advance. And then the 2-3 game is going to be Morgantown, and the winner of this Cabell Midland Ripley. And they've been the dominant programs all year long. The Martinsburgs, the Morgantowns, the Bridgeports, the Cabell Midlands, the Ripleys, the George Washington, the teams we've been talking about all year, and here they are. And but hats off to Jefferson, what they've done. Not just Jefferson, but Hedgesville, what they were able to do this year. Spring Mills is making their teams better, year in, year out, and Washington with all that young talent is going to be tough. So, this EPAC season's over. Martinsburg's got a couple more games ahead of them, but I almost can't wait till the baseball season starts again at some point. But first, we're going to get down here and get the county Eastern Panhandle team to bring the state title back this year, and then we can play a little summer ball. Then we can worry about it next year.
Yeah, hopefully the Hornets can bring one back again. That'd be awesome to see. I guess they don't have to bring it back because they'll be here already. But 3-1 victory for Martinsburg. 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 run on 6 hits for Jefferson. 3 errors there, and I think you probably had an error. I believe at least 1 error on Martinsburg, but.
Yep.
Game summary brought to you by Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Game stats are brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. For the Bulldogs, those 6 hits coming from Carson Buber. Braden Oviedo with 1 hit, Alter with 3 hits and an RBI. And those are your 6 hits there. Alter goes 7 innings on the mound, allows 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. On the Jefferson side, Dominguez gets a hit, Guerra gets a hit, Morgan gets 2, and then 1 from Vickers and 1 from Hefner. Gross goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And actually, we kind of believe that Alter run shouldn't be earned. So
no, it's not earned.
Yeah.
In my haste, I didn't mention Musselman, but they are
right.
too. Unfortunately, sorry about that. Josh and Musselman, Appleman, you guys did a phenomenal job this year as well. This is going to be the last time that we get to praise you guys, so we'll go ahead and give you that while we're waiting on that. Josh and Musselman was a pitch away from being in the sectional championship, and had a heartbreaker there. But he took a young team with just a few upperclassmen and Myers being hurt, and made them very, very competitive. So. Just, iron sharpens iron, and that's why these two teams, are as good as they are today because of the competition here in the area and the competition they play throughout the year. But some great baseball around the state, and it's going to be a really fun state tournament to watch. And I expect similar games with great pitching down there. Morgantown has some great pitching. GW has the Hoff kid that's committed to West Virginia. He'll probably throw the first game should they win. That's Martinsburg's going to have a tough road trying to beat a D1 commit right out of the gate, and then whoever survives that's going to have to play a really tough Morgantown and/or Cabell Midland Ripley team. So baseball in West Virginia is on the map.
Yeah, it's definitely been a great season so far. I wanted to talk a little bit about Jefferson's season as they wrap things up, because at one point, early in the EPAC season, I think they had a 12-1 loss to Musselman, had a tough loss after that, and you were wondering if they would even get to this point. They end up getting the 2 seed, which is rare for them in their section, and still make it this far, and we know that they're going to be good for the next few years with that young team. So you never really ever completely doubt Jefferson. Well, we got Christian Alter joining us, so let's go ahead and jump into that. But Christian, your headset's down here. As first of all, congratulations on winning the Region 2 championship. But for you, a great all-around game. 3 hits at the plate, an RBI, single, double, triple, and pitching-wise for you, just 7 strong innings out there.
Well, I've been locked in for this game since we lost yesterday. And as soon as I found out I was pitching, I knew that I needed to come out here and have one of the best games I've ever played. Because I want nothing more than to go to states with this team, because we got a lot of potential, and I really believe in us.
Yeah, you guys went out there. I mean, it looked like totally the whole team had to reset their attitude. Can you tell us what changed from the loss yesterday to taking the field today?
I mean, we didn't get down on ourselves. I mean, we were mad about it on the bus ride back, and then after that we cleared our head because we knew it was going to be more important to come out and win today than sit there and sob about a loss yesterday when there's always tomorrow, and we came out here and got the job done.
Through the contact, and the defense played extremely well behind you. What do you got to say about you guys?
I mean, I'm proud of every single one of them. I mean, they go out there every day, practice, games. I mean, it's always 100% effort. And if there's a mistake made, you got guys in the dugout picking them up after it. And we're just an all-around great team. Our bond's better than any other team.
But you in particular look like you were, like you said, locked in. I mean, at the plate, on the mound. I mean, it just looked like you and the rest of the team were determined to go out there, and take it today, as opposed to let the game come to you.
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in myself, no matter where I'm playing, who's pitching against me or who I'm playing. I mean, I've always been confident in myself, and I can believe I can go out there and be the best player on the field, and that's my goal every single time I step on the diamond.
Well, you're going to go off to Charleston. What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, just going to go down there and try to win.
Going to go down and try to win. Well, congratulations. Go out there and celebrate with your team.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christian, for joining us. Again, congrats on the victory, and wish you the best of luck down there at Charleston. And we're hoping that you can bring home a state title, because we'd love to see the EPAC get one this year, and we think that Martinsburg has a great chance to do so. But as we were saying, wrapping up kind of the Jefferson season, I mean, just the way things started for them in EPAC, play with some tough losses, and for them to get here and play as well as they did down the stretch, I think one says how great this coaching staff continues to be for the Cougars, but also I think just shows, this team's development and the fact that they had a young team and they're going to be good for the next few years as well. I mean, everybody's going to be good. They're always good. It seems
Coach Lowry Sr. He's not the winningest coach in West Virginia for, just out of luck. I mean, there's certainly a method to his madness there. Added Jacob Whitmore in the last couple of years, a guy that's just a phenomenal baseball player when it comes to baseball IQ. Teaches hitting well. Played college. He played with my son actually up in Musselman, and I've known him well. And just a great assistant there, Archie Dodson, J.P. Jones. What Coach Cross does with those pitchers. And early they had their struggles. Looked like that they might not be the team like we've seen from Jefferson in the past. People were wondering, is the prestige gone? Are they no longer the premier? And at that point they weren't. And John Lowry, senior coach, said we're not. We're good, but we're not great, and we're not outstanding. And we need to get there. And he tells us, as he moves on, you can hear his game, pregame, postgames, how he feels like his team's getting better. And they're trusting the process, and they are finding the pieces of the puzzle that work and fit together. And I think they put an incredible team out on the field here the last 3 games that we got to watch, and, of course, the game against Washington as well.
So now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Aaron Byler. Coach, you guys win the Region 2 championship. Congratulations on that, first of all. Just your thoughts on the game and what this means for you and your program.
I think it's huge for our program. Like we talked before, we won 4 out of 6 sectional championships since we've been here, but have lost in the region 3 times. So to get back there is good. And, you talk about the program, and it's kind of – I didn't want to do it, but Davis Moore, athletic director, made us fill out the program. You have to fill out the program for Charleston today. So everybody has to submit it, and we figured out our winning percentage here is 72%. So we're 145 and 54, which is pretty good. It says a lot to our players that have been here and where our program has gotten to. So when you talk about the program as a whole and win the region today, we couldn't be more excited.
So it came down to this one game shootout, and you guys have been staggering a little bit, kind of puttering along, figuring out a way to get wins. But today it was easy to see from up here that there was a certain determination in that team that we hadn't seen, maybe in the last 2 games. But today they definitely had I heard them around the dugout say, "We're locked in. I'm locked in," and sometimes you just say that, but you're not locked in. But there were certainly guys out there that were locked in today. Can you tell us what you think about that?
I think you're spot on with that question. The word I used was grit. Mm-hmm. I thought we had a lot of gritty baseball players today. They pulled themselves in and had a players-only meeting before the game, and you could just tell they were locked in. And I'm just super proud of them. I think, let's be honest, I think there was a lot of pressure on us to try and get out of the region. I'll even go as far as say that if we didn't probably get out of the region, it was probably a huge disappointment, not only to these kids, but myself and the whole community, because I thought we had great community support here tonight. So, like I said, I think just credit to them for being able to get through that pressure and perform tonight, and everybody did their job. I'm sure we'll talk about Christian Alter here, but when I gave Christian the game ball, I made sure to know, and he was the first one to say that, he couldn't have did it without that defense, because the defense played phenomenal today. and we finally got a bunt down, and we finally moved runners and capitalized on some things and put a little pressure on them. I didn't think we put a whole lot of pressure on them early on.
Christian Alter was 3 for 3 and didn't give up an earned run on the mound. I mean, what can you say about the young man? He willed this team to victory, put him on his back as a junior in a senior-laden team. But that's just huge for a young man like that to play so big and mature. And we'll talk about him, but. He said in his interview, he said, after the loss yesterday, we got off the bus, we put it behind us, and I got locked in for today. I knew I had to throw my best game that I've thrown, and I knew I had to perform. And so that just, what do you got to say about what he did?
I think what everybody forgets about Christian Alter is how good he was. Through the midpoint of the season, he was 6-0, and he was hitting .500, and we're talking about, possibly player of the year. And then when, he didn't get a couple starts here and there, and, he hasn't pitched a whole lot in the playoffs with Carson and Lane, but I knew it was in him. I talked to him very briefly. I said, Christian, you don't have to have any pressure on you today. You can do it. You've done it, so I had all the faith in the world in Christian, but just have a day. He had a day.
So he was the ace up your sleeve there, to say, right?
Well, I think that with Carson and Lane, Christian gets forgotten about, and he is a tremendous pitcher and a tremendous baseball player, and just super, super proud of him. How he handled it today, it was not an easy stage in front of a ton of people, and the regional championship and kind of all that on his back, and he just kept throwing strike one and kept getting ground balls and kept getting fly balls.
Well, let's just not talk about tonight. Let's talk about what he did against Hedgeville. Let's talk about the walk-off hits that he had, the game-winning hits that he had. I mean, if there's a Mr. October, he's Mr. May at the moment, we said on the radio broadcast.
Yeah, he's been I was talking about 20 games ago. I can't even remember the Hedgesville walk-off he had. So that's how quickly we forget. But, yeah, he's been phenomenal. And I think what you have to remember about him, too, is his work ethic. I mean, I don't think there's anybody that works harder. And unfortunately, sometimes he's too hard on himself. He's very, very hard on himself. He expects perfection. So I couldn't be happier for him to do that tonight. And you kind of hindsight and think back on baseball things all the time. And maybe there was a little less pressure on him not being a senior. So I don't know. Just super, super proud of that young man.
Throughout the year, you took a loss to St. Mary's Riken, avenged that. You take a loss to Hedgeville, you avenge that. You get a loss to Jefferson, you avenge that. It seems like this team, when they get backed into a corner, they come out. Today, coaches, you spoke with them as you usually do. They had their own meeting. What do you say to them? And when you're down to the very last game, and it might be the end for the bunch of seniors. I mean, what do you say to a group like that?
I kind of told them. I said, they deserve the opportunity today. They've earned the opportunity, and I told them. I said, if we would have had this conversation on the first day of practice that you were playing for a regional championship to go to Charleston, every single one of you would have taken that opportunity. So there's no reason to play nervous. There's no reason to play with pressure, and I've told them this before. Our 9-10 guys that we put on the field, I believe, are as good as it gets in the state of West Virginia. And they need to have that confidence and play with that confidence. And whether they are or they're not, if we're going to go to Charleston and win, we got to play with that confidence. Well,
it seemed like to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that today this team played to win and played not to lose.
100%. They finally knew, they finally dialed in and kind of just put all that pressure and playing not to lose behind them. And like I said, just super proud of all of them. We'll talk about Christian, we'll talk about, the guys that played, but we got a bench and a dugout full of 22 guys, and every one of them does their job, and they pick up each other, and they're positive, and when we need a pinch runner or a courtesy runner, they chase foul balls, and they're all just really happy to be there, and I think it's some of the best dugout and clubhouse camaraderie that we've had. Just super, super great group of young men.
And a catcher that just caught a tremendous playoff, and it caught a crazy. We talked about Cole Smith a little bit, catching that pitching staff, but what Braden Edwards, what they were doing, Coach Sherman, they were doing with him this year, and Coach Zarnacki did with the pitching staff, and, of course, the rest of the guys down. And your coaching staff, we talk about Jefferson's coaching staff all the time and what they did with that team. At one point, he said, Martinsburg's outstanding, and we're good. We got to get to outstanding. And, to get that compliment from them, just goes to show you that when you said you come here, everybody said that was the premier, program in the state, and to be able to get over that hump, how's that feel to get that monkey off your back?
Yeah, well, I'll answer first. Talk about Edwards first. I think everybody forgets Braden Edwards is a sophomore, and that's not an easy pitching staff to handle. Just a tremendous job. I think if we had one question mark coming in, it was with whether Braden could handle every single game. And he's done it without blinking an eye. So just super proud of him. To talk about Jefferson being the premier program when I came here, I told you that, and everybody talks about Jefferson, and to kind of get over that hump a little bit, I think is monumental for our program and what we're trying to do, and just keep moving forward. Keep going, keep winning regional and sectional championships, but I think what Jefferson has done, and as a premier program, they've won state championships. So I think for us to really, I think we've taken great strides in 7 years, but I think for us to take that ultimate stride, I think we need to hang a picture on the wall and a number on the building.
Well, that's definitely a possibility and a goal and a lofty one. So we congratulate you. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here all year, letting everybody watch that's not able to be here, and just want to give a shout-out to Erin Reisenweber real quick. Tell her again we're thinking of her and praying for her, and just thank you guys so much for all the coverage all year.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck in Charleston. We hope to see you bring home a state championship. But that'll do it here for us. Real quick here, again, Christian Alter, our player of the game, brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. But for Dylan Bishop back in the studio, Kyle McLaughlin, our on-site producer. And once again, your final score, Martinsburg gets the 3-1 win over Jefferson. They are your Region 2 champions. Have a good night, everyone.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford, Rocks, the Heffley Motor Company, the Wagner Law Firm, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Skinner Law Firm, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Orsini's, Carter Myers Automotive, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Hagerstown Ford, the Berkeley County Health Department, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Mother Shuckers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, and the Mansion Freddie Law Firm.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.